Shelby Burton here. Thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel and watching this video, because today we're going to be talking about something that I get asked quite a bit, and for me the answer really never popped in my head, or the question never popped in my head, because it's something that really doesn't affect me, but I'm so glad that I can share it with you guys because you never know. So today we are talking about alcohol. So can you have that nightly nightcap drink, or can you go out and party with your friends and have that drink and still stay in ketosis, or is it going to kick you out? So that's what we're going to talk about. So stay tuned. All right, so does alcohol kick your body out of ketosis? The simple answer is yes. However, there's more to it. And depending what you're doing, if you're doing a full ketogenic diet, meaning that you are eating healthy fats, you're tracking your macros, so you're having anywhere from 75 to 80% healthy fat, you're having anywhere from 15 to 20% protein, and then the rest 5 to 10% are your carbs, and those carbs come from vegetables and a little bit of fruit. You are not eating any grains, you're not eating bread, you're not eating pasta, you're not eating rice, you're not eating potatoes. You're keeping your carbs in that sense to a minimum. You're not eating any sugar. That is how you get into ketosis. You will be fasting a little bit. That also gets your body into ketosis. So if you're doing the ketogenic lifestyle to that point, then the answer is yes, it is going to kick your body out of ketosis. And this is why. Because when you drink alcohol, what organ processes the molecules that are in alcohol? Your liver. And where do ketones come from? Your liver. So what it does is it first takes the enzymes that come into your body, and it just says, okay, well, this alcohol one, it needs to be processed first. So the ketones that it would normally be making that puts your body in ketosis, it's going to tell them, wait, you have to be put on the back burner. You just need to wait. And then it's going to go through and it's going to process the enzymes of the alcohol. And you can research, you can Google all the fancy names and stuff like that of what your body turns the alcohol enzymes into. So now once it processes the enzymes from the alcohol, those ketones can then be brought back into your bloodstream and back into your body, and you'll be back into ketosis again. So how is this going to affect your results in your diet and being in ketosis? Well, obviously, when your liver's not creating ketones, those ketones are not in your bloodstream. You're not in ketosis. So your body's not functioning at the highest level that it can be. So that's where you really want to be careful. Now, it doesn't stop the process per se, it just puts it on hold. So unlike eating carbs, so let's say you go out and you're like, I'm just gonna go eat a big cake, or I'm gonna have a big sandwich, foot long, full of the Italian bread, right? Now what that does is your body then gets kicked out of ketosis because your body has to process those carbs. So those are the two differences. If you guys need more information about that, you can check out my videos, and it explains what the difference between ketosis is and what ketones are. So that's basically what happens to the ketones. It gets put on the side burner, and your body has to burn the enzymes from the alcohol. So you won't be in ketosis for that time. And that time period all depends on your body, and it also depends on what you're drinking. So I know, you guys are gonna hate when I say this. For my beer lovers out there, that is a big no-no. All right, I know beer could be so yummy. My husband loves it. I love Corona. However, the problem is that beer is loaded with carbs, completely loaded with carbs. It's loaded with sugar. It is not gluten-free. So there's many reasons why not to drink your beer. Now, if you have to have your beer, then go for it. You know, I'm not going to say no, stop you, but just be aware that your body's not going to be in ketosis when you're drinking that beer, and it's going to have to reprocess the enzymes first. So you will notice a little bit different. And another thing, when you are in ketosis, you will also discover when you are drinking alcohol that you may get drunk a little bit faster. You can't hold your liquor as much as you used to. And that's because the way your body is processing it. However, on the bright side of it, you will recover faster because your body is actually running at an optimal speed, for say, so that way it will recover. It helps recover your liver, your muscles, your body, and stuff like that. So it will help. However, your hangovers may be 10 times worse because your body's not used to that and it doesn't like it. So just be aware of those things, especially if you're going out and you haven't drank in a while, your body will be different. So what do you drink? So we've all heard, you know, red wine is so good for you. It has all these antioxidants in it. So with that, yes, a glass of red wine can be really good for your body. However, the antioxidants in it isn't as beneficial to kicking your body out of ketosis. So instead of drinking a glass of wine, go grab some blueberries or grapes. However, if you have to have your glass of wine because that's what you like with dinner, or that's what you like, you know, after work or out with the girls or with the guys, that's perfectly fine. But try and stick to the white wines. The white wines are better. They're lower in carbs. They're lower in calories. But if you don't like white wine, then have your glass of red. All right. This lifestyle is definitely about being flexible and enjoying life, not being so strict and saying you can't have this, you can't have that, and just living miserably. So what do you drink when you go out? Well, vodka. Vodka is one of the lowest sugar content, one of the lowest calorie alcohols out there. You can mix it with a lot of stuff, but be careful what you mix it with, all right? Stay away from fruit juices. Stay away from the hard sugary stuff. Seltzer water is a great mixture. I love doing seltzer water, vodka, and a lime is really good, or even plain water just to kind of break it up a little bit. Tequila is another one that you can go ahead and have. So if you're gonna make a margarita, just be careful of what you're adding in there if you're adding the sugary flavoring to it. And then gin, you can also have gin. Those are the best to stick with. That's not gonna kick you so much out of ketosis. It's still going to, but it's not as bad as the others. So that is kind of alcohol in a nutshell. So why do I say that it doesn't affect me very much? And this is why. I'm not against drinking alcohol. My husband has his Jack and Coke every night to relax. However, when I had my last child, my daughter was born, I decided that I wasn't going to drink around my kids, or if I had to have my kids and take care of them the next day, I was not going to drink. So for me, this was my personal priorities, was my kids. So that changed everything in my life. And that's kind of what led me down the health and fitness path. So that's why I say that alcohol really doesn't affect me. We used to go out on our honeymoon and go away for 3 days so I could just let loose. That hasn't happened in a while, so I really haven't drank much. And being in ketosis and having my body so different, I am really actually curious to see how it's going to affect me. So when that time does come, I'm sure I will do a video for that so that you can see my journey or my results. So that is it in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions about it, please just comment, reach out to me. All my contact information is below. And here is another little thing that I'm gonna add. Now, you guys all know I drink my ketones. I do a very low-key, modified ketogenic diet. I wanna live freely. If I wanna have what I wanna have, then I'm gonna have it. So with drinking the Keto OS, and if you want to know more about that, you know, you can go ahead and go to my other videos and I explain all about it. It's a little bit different than the ketogenic diet. You have a little bit more leeway. However, it does put the ketones on the back burner, but it is a little bit less on your liver because it doesn't have to work so hard to create the ketones. So that way the ketones are in your body. And here's a little thing, it's kind of counterproductive, but at least you're getting your ketones while you drink. I do have some friends that love mixing their Keto OS with their vodka, and it tastes really good, and it is a sugar-free. You dilute it a little bit with water, and you add, you can add your raspberry lemonade, your Maui punch, your orange, whatever you want, and you have your mixed drink with your ketones in it. So that's just one little tidbit. All right, well, you guys have a wonderful day. If you have any questions or anything like that, I'm always here. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you could share this video with somebody so that they could also watch it, I would really, really appreciate it. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, I'm always here.